Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Halloween from Uncle Dad and Uncle Dad Talks. And of course, the one who is probably the best looking out of us. Give it up for just Mike. Mike, what's up, man?
Well, in Halloween spirit, I would say the only reason I would be the best looking is because I'm wearing a mask today. What do you think? How does it look?
Wow, I can't even tell. Okay, someone say that your mask is so good, it won't prevent me from smiling too much.
Well, I mean, it's meant to be hideous and scary. So some people do smile when they get scared. I think it's a weird nervous tick from the Amazon.
Here.
Yeah, yeah. Some may say. Some may even post comments about it on the internet. Who knows? I mean, it's
Some,
just the world we
some
live in.
might. It's the
Yeah.
world we live in indeed. Mike, what's up, man? It's Halloween, and usually we do like some silly Halloween special, but this time we're keeping it very low key. I think for just to be a little transparent with the audience, we both have lives, and as we should, and we just we're very busy right now, so we couldn't do the things that we wanted to do, but that's okay because what I got for you, and Mike, you won't be there, but I have a special one man review of a new film from Ian Kimball called Dead Giveaway. But we'll get to that in a second. I don't want to give anything away now. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, wow.
No, no, no.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Okay. Mike, so before we kick off the show, we haven't done this in a super long time. We actually have a sponsor. And this sponsor is pretty exciting because I love when we can have a product that not only creates a solid product, but also gives back to the community. And what better way to give back to the community than those who have served in our military? We are talking about Bulkhead Energy. That's right, that's bulkheadenergy.com. And this is a veteran owned and operated energy drink company that creates clean energy. They have awesome flavors such as yuzu flavors, strawberry, cherry, just the classics. Now, Mike, I know you're not necessarily the biggest energy drink guy, but I do believe you have a soft spot for veterans. Am I wrong?
I do, yeah. My mom and dad met in the army in Germany many years ago, and my stepdad also is a Vietnam veteran. Definitely, my couple of my uncles were in the Navy, so yeah. So there's definitely some big vet energy on the Hampton side of things here.
So the great thing about this, Mike, is anybody who does a purchase through Bulkhead Energy, a portion of that purchase goes to help veterans with their medical expenses and other things that they need right now. And let's be honest, Mike, right now we need to find any way to get back to those who have served. The world is kind of crazy right now, and I believe if we can help promote something that helps others, let's do it. I know you agree with that. So all you got to do is go to bulkheadenergy.com. Use promo code UncleDad10. You'll save 10% off your first purchase, and you're helping a cause. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I think it's great. And for those that don't have vets that are there in their family that need medical help with the VA, which is where vets get their medical benefits for the rest of their life from serving, they have received a lot of cuts recently due to current administration policies. So anything you can do to help vets, even if it's buying an energy drink, I am happy to support.
Absolutely. And who doesn't want a tasty beverage that gives you that extra bulk in your head? You know what I mean?
I got a bulky ass head. I mean, look at this thing.
I definitely have a bulky head, but that's just mostly fat.
It should just be the bulkhead talks going forward.
If they pay enough money, they can call whatever they want.
All right, let's pitch it. We'll have a pitch meeting right after this.
Right,
Scary.
so go check it out. Bulkheadenergy.com. Use promo code UncleDad10, 10% off your first purchase. And if you happen to be a government employee or an active military employee or a first responder, you actually can get 15% off by using GovX. So be sure to go check that out. All right, Mike, we got the business out of the way. Let's talk about fun. Mike, I'm pretty big into Halloween or horror and everything spooky. I know you used to be, but everybody's episode is their first episode, right? It should be somebody's first episode. So if you don't mind, can you kind of tell them about your background in making sexy zombie chicks? Yeah.
Yeah. Hot zombie chicks won't die. That was the name of the return comic that never happened. So I was quoted back in the day in the earlier 2000s in an interview saying horror is my life. I forget what publication that was in, but Yeah, I used to be super into horror. I used to be an artist in a comic book I created called Hot Zombie Chicks. Some know, some probably never heard of it. It was mildly successful. I was even hosted Hot Zombie Chicks contest at Sacramento Horror Film Festival for several years. So yeah, I had a lot of time in horror and zombies, and now not so much, but I still love the cultures there. And one thing I always would say is the people who love horror and horror fans support that industry more than a lot of other people support the industries and passions that they have. So I always got love for the horror fans.
So, are you saying we might get Hot Zombie Chicks back again?
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there was a brief moment where I was lost and looking for a cause in life and trying to figure out my next move, and nothing like going back to your old swan song to recreate something from the past and bring it back again, which I think is pretty common nowadays, right? So there was a time
Yeah.
where Hot Zombie Chicks were on the talks to return, and it was Hot Zombie Chicks Won't Die, and I did something else instead, and here we are.
I'm going to see if I can insert photos of Hot Zombie Chicks while you talk. But yes, Mike, and then also, yes, if you don't know this, Mike also is an artist who makes super fun stuff. And the hats that we always wear are by Mike as well, and the people he works with. So, yeah, Mike, when we talk about horror, you know that I love horror. And I kind of wanted to talk about comedy horror because the movie that we're talking about, Ian Kimball's Dead Giveaway, is a comedy. And would you say you have a top 3 comedy horror list?
Well, I can try.
Let's hear it. Let's hear
I guess Evil Dead would be considered a comedy horror, right?
The first one, 50-50, I would say. Army of Darkness for sure.
Yeah, I mean that franchise when I was younger I loved. So let's just include that as one.
Okay.
Comedy horror. Why am I blanking? I don't know. Why don't you tell me your top 3, and then that might help me think of my top 3. Or maybe my top
Okay.
3 are similar to your top 3.
Okay. So my top 3, I got to go with Shaun of the Dead, right? I mean, American, or not American, British classic. Shaun of the Dead is absolutely just phenomenal. At number 2, I got to go with Tucker and Dale versus Evil. If you've never seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil, Mike, you got to watch it because it's like the goofy comedy that shouldn't have horror in it, but it does. And it's just nonstop fun because I can't, oh my gosh, there's I'll give you an example about Tucker and Dale. Tucker and Dale versus Evil is about these two country bumpkin folk. Hopefully you can say that still. And they they're just two dudes living going in a boathouse or a cabin, but these teens think that they are nefarious, but they're not, and they keep accidentally dying near Tucker and Dale. And so Tucker and Dale goes, "Oh my God, these guys are they're like sacrificing themselves for some reason." But it's just a continuous misunderstanding of a movie. Absolutely fun. So go check that out if you haven't seen that. And my last choice, and this is going to sound terrible, and I know it's going to sound terrible, but I really liked the first Scary Movie.
No, that doesn't sound terrible. The first 2 were amazing.
And they're making another one coming out. I don't know if you heard that yet, but they're making a new one coming where they're all coming back, Marlon Wayans, Sean Wayans. And I don't know, man. I think you don't see people making movies like that anymore. And while they were silly, I loved it. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, no, I mean, thank you, because like I said, you might help spark my brain because it's been a while since I watched anything like that. I loved Scream. That was like my shit when horror movies back then. I saw the first one in theater and it just blew my mind. Like a satire movie of a horror movie, but it's a movie and it was great. And then, Scary Movie was just like the first one. The first 2 that the Wayans did, hands down, so funny. So those are mine. Those are in mine as well. The Charlie Sheen ones were funny, but the Wayans ones, I'm partial to the humor that they brought to it for sure.
Oh, for sure. And I'm excited to see what they do with the next one. So definitely can't wait for that. And then actually, funny enough, you bring up Scream. The new Scream 7 trailer just dropped today. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out too.
I'll get right on it.
It's never going to end. They're never going to end, Mike.
I mean, why would you keep not making a movie that people will go see? Like doing the same thing that you used to do, but doing it again because it might make you money? Sounds kind of familiar.
So what you're saying is we might get hot zombie chicks again.
I mean, people, you can interpret it whatever way you want.
That's funny. All right, so we
Yes,
were
that's
talking
what I'm
about
saying.
Ian Kimball is a writer, producer, and director with a background in creating award-winning short films and producing independent features. His debut feature is Dead Giveaway. It is a horror comedy, and it's starring Ruby Modine from Shameless, Michaela Hoover from Superman 2025, and the horror. I would argue like she's a contemporary modern horror legend, Scout Taylor Compton. She's from the Rob Zombie Halloween reboots. She was incredible in those. And this also marks as his first feature as a writer, director, and producer. And so this is pretty exciting. So Dead Giveaway, it's at the Philadelphia Film Festival. It just premiered. It did very well. I have a whole review on it that I'm going to add at the end of our talk here. So you're going to have to keep listening to Uncle Dad talk. Haha, no pun intended. And it's going to be fun. And you should check it out when it comes out. You can also check out the trailer for it, Dead Giveaway. And I don't know, you don't see people making too many comedy horrors these days, or maybe you do. I don't know. I mean, I just saw a trailer for a movie called Queens of the Dead, and it's like a drag queen horror movie. So I guess maybe comedy horror is more alive. I think horror is more alive in general than we realize. I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
I think, yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think horror is one of those genres that just goes, because the fans will always show up, and people love to be scared, and it's a fun, intense feeling, and you live vicariously through the characters. So yeah, I think why not keep making horror things if it makes you money? Money.
Makes you money.
That's right.
Yeah. So let's definitely go check it out. Dead Giveaway. And again, it's currently on the festival circuit. So keep an eye out for that. And you can enjoy my review. Mike, do you have any last words before we wrap up?
Yeah. Well, and for those who do want to see what all the hot zombie chicks talks is about, I do have the trade paperback on my website still, which is mikehamptonart.com, and you can purchase it there, and it will be shipped to your door.
Whoa.
There
Whoa.
it is. It's kind of scary.
This was just it was just a giant ad for Mike's book that nobody heard about.
Somehow that happened. We did not plan that, folks. I guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that.
Yes, he's right. All right, everybody.
Can you not trust this guy? Sorry.
always trust the mic. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at UncleDad Talks, and of course Mike at Mike Hampton Arts. We will be back next week with some fun stuff. I know we've said on our social media that we were going to have certain guests, but you know what, man? Things happen. It makes things difficult, and it's okay. And if you are listening to this show, you know that we tend to go through a bunch of weird hoops all the time. So it's okay. So Mike, without further ado, we're not uncles, we're not dads. We're just someone you can talk to, and we'll see you all next week.
Lift the sheet.
You do it.
I don't want to.
Yeah, well, bummer.
I'm not lifting the sheet.
The sheet.
Oh, ew, ew, ew.
Well, you should do.
Oh, it's bad. It's really bad.
You're dangerous.
No, I'm not. I'm really nice.
Nice in that Eileen Warnos kind of way.
Oh my God.
You do keep knives under your pillow.
This is my good kitchen knife.
At least you used your good one.
But how did it get up here?
You brought it up here?
Why would I bring my kitchen knife up here?
To stab a guy.
Can I say something? I'm surprised I made out with him.
You remember making out with him?
I really don't. I really don't. I remember making out with somebody, but not him. I feel like I would recognize him.
Might be kind of hard with all the knife wounds.
There's something about him, and he's not really my type.
Yeah, standards get loose when you're drunk.